Hi everybody. Today Miss Mick is going to share a story about snow. Okay? So first I'm going to share a nonfiction book that's going to teach us some weather facts about snow. This is called Weather Watch: Snow, Cause and Effects by Steele. So here is a zoomed in up close picture of a couple snowflakes. It's like frozen rain. Isn't that kind of neat? How they make each snowflake has its own individual pattern. So a snowflake is formed. Ice crystals form in the clouds. Soon they begin to stick to each other. They become heavy and fall. If the air above the ground is warm, the ice melts and turns to rain. If it is cold, the crystals form large snowflakes. Each snowflake is a beautiful structure built up from ice crystals, and each one is different. Some form needles, blocks, and rods. Others grow into beautiful stars. Sometimes several stick together, forming large feathery flakes. Most snowflakes have 6 sides or points, so they can appear to look like a star. And then here is a graphic showing the clouds and the ground, right? And then this could be a pond or a lake. And then how the water evaporates from the ground back up into the sky. And when the water comes down and it's cold on the ground, then it forms those snowflakes. Very interesting. Snowy weather. Different kinds of weather conditions produce different kinds of snow. So let's take a look. Look at all that snow. And I've been watching snowflakes fall. So they're saying that we're going to see an accumulation on our grass tomorrow. And they're saying that it's going to measure possibly 2 inches or more. So do you see them using their ruler to measure that snow in a cup? So we'll have to see what tomorrow brings. Let's take a look at Froggy Gets Dressed. This is one of the first Froggy books that I ever read by Jonathan London, illustrated by Remkiewicz. Remkiewicz, something like that. I'm not sure. I'm trying. He's got a lot of letters in his name. It was cold. Froggy woke up and looked out the window. Snow, 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 he sang. I want to play in the snow. Gotta have lots of equipment and supplies to play in the snow. Go back to sleep, said Froggy's mother. Don't you know frogs are supposed to sleep all winter? Wake up when the snow melts. Aww. You think his mom's going to let him play in the snow? No, no, cried Froggy. I'm awake, awake. I want to go out and play in the snow. So Froggy put on his socks. Zoop. Put on your socks. He pulled on his boots. Zup. Can you pull on your boots? And he put on his hat. Zat. And he tied on around his scarf. See that? And he tugged on his mittens. Okay. Does he have enough things on? I don't know. And he flopped outside into the snow. Flop, flop, flop. Do you think he's going to be warm enough? Let's see. Froggy, called his mother. What? Yelled Froggy. Did you forget to put something on? Froggy looked down. Oops! I forgot to put on my pants. That might help him be warmer because frogs do not have any hair or fur. Okay? Like a dog or a cat. They don't have any of that. He flopped back inside. Flop, flop, flop. Tugged off his mittens, untied his scarf, took off his hat, pulled off his boots. He left his socks on and slipped his pants on zip. Then he pulled on his boots, zip. He put on his hat, zapped, tied on his scarf, wrapped that scarf around his neck with a zip, and tugged on his mittens and flopped back outside in the snow. Flop, flop. He's still forgetting something. I wonder what it is. Do you know? Let's see. Froggy called his mother. What? Called Froggy. Did you forget to put something on? Froggy looked down. Oops. I forgot to put on my shirt. Silly Froggy. And your coat, added his mother. I was wondering if you were thinking about the coat like I was. He flopped back inside, flop, flop. Tugged off his mittens, untied his scarf, took off his hat. He left his pants on. Oh, he left his pants, boots, and socks on. And buttoned up his shirt. Zip, zip, zip. Then he snapped on his coat. Snap, snap, snap. Put on his hat, zap. Tied on his scarf. Tugged on his mittens. And flopped back outside into the snow. Flop, flop, flop. Whew. We gotta have a lot of layers when we go to play out in the snow, don't we? Lots and lots of layers. So then Froggy grew tired and he went back inside. Flop, flop, flop. And he tucked off his mittens and untied his scarf and unsnapped his coat and unbuttoned his shirt and unzipped his pants and pulled off his boots and took off his socks. He left his hat on and he slipped his long johns on with a zap of elastic. So he put on an extra layer underneath because you've got to layer up to stay warm. Then he began to put on one sock zoop. He put on one boot up, tugged on one mitten and started to tug on the other. But he realized I'm too tired. He got too tired, guys. And he decided to go back to sleep. See? It's a lot of work to layer up and go out in the snow, and you got to shovel the sidewalk, and then you play a little bit, and then you get cold, and you come back in and re-layer up. It's very exhausting. But fun, yes. But fun just the same. Okay, I want to share with you guys some sign language letters with our hands. So if you see here, the word snow, right, is S-N-O-W. So let's do snow in sign language. Let's see if I can get that to stand up with our hands, okay? So first we have to find the letter S, okay? So let me see if you can zoom in. The letter S is right here, okay? So I take my thumb, so I take my four fingers, and then this is how I say the letter S for snow, S. Next is the letter N, and this time with the letter N, let me go closer up here. I am taking my thumb and putting it in between my four fingers, like this, okay? So that is how I say in. Okay, so see how my thumb goes in between my four fingers. That's in. And then to say the word O, I take my hand, my thumb, and put it up to my fingertips, like so. So O. And then W, the letter W is holding up three fingers. So let's try that. S-N-O-W. So that is how you spell snow making the sign language letters for S-N-O-W, snow. Now, I like to look at the word snow. You have the S, and then you have now. Now, but then we change it to snow. Kind of interesting how words are. See how if I cover up the S, it's the word now, N-O-W. But when I put S in front of it, it's snow. It changes, the O sound changes, doesn't it? Very interesting. Well, I hope that you enjoyed my snow stories. Stay warm. Layer up when you go out, okay? And I will talk to you next time.